Ready? Alright, we're back. Our next topic is we're going to talk about what we think is going to happen in the playoffs. Uh, in a wild card, I have Atlanta will be playing New Orleans. Dallas will be playing Detroit. Houston will be playing Cincinnati, and Denver will be playing Baltimore. Atlanta and New Orleans, it's just really hard to beat the New Orleans Saints in the Superdome. So I picked the Saints. Dallas at Detroit. I'm gonna pick Detroit. I was high on Dallas making the playoffs, which I have them in the playoffs, but I'm not high on them beating Detroit. So I picked Detroit. Houston and Cincinnati. I picked Cincinnati because of the defense and the young quarterback play. TJ Yates, he's doing really good this year, but he's not better than Andy Dalton. You see Andy Dalton's college, TCU, still won a bowl game without him. So Andy Dalton taught them well. Denver at Baltimore. It's not going to be Tebow time in that game. The Baltimore Ravens are just they're gonna demolish Tim Tebow like he played against Buffalo, throwing 4-0s. It's not gonna be Tebow time. Uh, Next round, the divisional round, I have San Fran playing New Orleans, Detroit playing Green Bay, Cincinnati at New England, and Pittsburgh at Baltimore. San Francisco and New Orleans, these are the teams right behind the Packers and the teams that I think could beat the Packers. Both San Francisco has a really good defense, and New Orleans has a really good offense. So with that, I'm picking New Orleans. A good offense against a good defense. Just name a way they can stop Drew Brees. Exactly, they can't stop him. So I have New Orleans beating San Francisco in the Superdome again. Uh, Detroit and Green Bay. It'll be a really good game. I think Detroit will bring the house to Aaron Rodgers, do the press coverage like Kansas City did. And uh, it'll be a close game. I think a win in overtime by Green Bay. Uh, Cincinnati and New England. Uh, I'm picking New England. I just New England, they have too much firepower. Pittsburgh and Baltimore. That's a big rivalry. It'll be a good defensive game, I think. Uh, Big Ben better wear that visor again. I think Baltimore will win that game. Uh, and then AFC NFC Championships. I have New Orleans playing Green Bay and Baltimore playing New England. Uh, I'm gonna say the AFC first. Baltimore at New England. Uh, I have New England finally win a playoff game. They'll beat Cincinnati. They haven't won a playoff game in 2 years. New England, Baltimore and New England. I think I think Tom Brady will find a way to win that game. And then the NFC Championship, New Orleans at Green Bay. Green Bay hasn't played in a hard season. And I know my brother's gonna say the Saints play in the dome, but Drew Brees, he's played in that type of weather before. Yes, they play in a dome, but when they go on the road, they always have some type of weather. And no matter if it's rain, sleet, ice, snow, he's played in that before. He's playing in the snow. So I'm picking New Orleans to beat them. Yeah, Rodgers isn't ready. He doesn't do good in the cold like Brett Favre did. Uh, so I have the Saints beating the Packers, and it's not gonna be a blowout, but they're gonna beat them by a couple touchdowns. Uh, so New England will be beating Baltimore. New Orleans beat Green Bay, who I think the two quarterbacks should be in contention for MVP, not Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady and Drew Brees. And I would say Drew Brees will win MVP. Super Bowl, I have New Orleans and New England. That'll be a very good Super Bowl, a very good offensive Super Bowl, and I'm picking New Orleans because when I looked at the defenses, the Saints have a better defense, and I know the Patriots, they've been coming together on defense recently, but you just can't stop Drew Brees. Yes, I know the Saints are gonna have a hard time stopping Tom Brady, but I'm picking the Saints to win this game, and we'll be back.